I want to separate myself. This cold numb other side in me is dragging me down, or it's the winter beneath the very surface of my skin, tickling, itching, scratching nerves as it pleases. In my sleep I hunt him, try to keep him calm, get friends with him, but all in vain. There's a claustrophobic self in me that wants to get out of our mutual shell. But he instead stays inside, revolves around himself, never sees the light outside, just glimpses, and it's not enough to stand up against it all. Maybe more cracks in the shell would let him see the beautiful outside world, when darkness isn't enough anymore. There's contrast in between the shades. Gray neutral entropy is not an option. He has to stay inside and pinch me for a little more time. Do you have heard of half a heart? I have half a heart. Sorry, I have half heard. Listen to the beat. Listen to the bit. I heard a little beat. It hurts a little bit. The heart skips half a beat. Skip the half. Split the heart. It doesn't hurt a bit. I want to separate myself from you, and you can't stay inside of me. You have to transform yourself. Think of this. An inanimate object becomes sentient via neurogrid implementation and glamour organic beings to touch them via hypnotic humming. They change states slowly. The organic being slowly transforms into inanimate objects and move, and speak and think less and less. Inanimate objects become more organic, and begin to move and think and communicate with other transformed objects, and finally will use transformed organic objects now as their instruments. For instance, a chair was touched by a cat, and the chair will soon have bones and skin and fur, and can walk and think as a cat. The cat will be a chair you can sit on soon, and forgets that it once was a cat. Maybe someday it will be touched by another being, and resurrect from its wooden slumber. Find suitable switching partners. Like if a child touches a pencil, only the volume of the pencil will switch with the child's finger/hand. The pencil now will have bones, skin and blood from the child's hand. Imagine the possibilities. Also possible would be reversed virtual reality, reversed for machines and cyberspace characters. Imagine a Tron inhabitant putting on VR goggles and playing us humans with ultra-real, organic fabric and sensuality. All senses are simulated, coded, and encoded. Humans can be vessels for these new kind of gaming experience. Humans can create cyber avatars of themselves that can learn stuff on the web. You create a new digital you that is capable of playing/steering you in the real world. But be warned, cyberpsychosis would originate from this identity shift. There was the case of Blipsync, the leader of a secret activist organization called Clandestine. Tweet wanted to use data and music to infiltrate certain cyberbrains. They creating so-called addictive patterns in music. The organization collaborated with several artists around the net, and among them was an artist called Twinsanity. At that time, Twinsanity didn't know he was Blipsync. Some activists inside the organization created a false persona inside the leader's head that acted out as Twinsanity over several years. To hide what the real Tweet was secretly doing, His organization only existed in the dark side of the sync sphere, others will say meat space. Cause no one suspects a secret organization would be in the real world, when everybody is inside the sphere 24/7 nowadays. Soon, a shadow identity formed out of Twinsanities and Wheat's cryptid communication, psychevals and other analytic data. It became the third persona of Twinsanity/Tweet. It connected these two split personas again, and made them conscious of one another. Split personas healing via an incorporated cyber shadow identity awareness link. That's what I call a therapeutic hack. Crypto-amnesia heals cyberpsychosis. The search after addictive patterns went on. So, that's that little excursion. So, choose your new world. Or try mixing it. When you see a cat in a VR game, it could be possible that the cat once was you, or will be you, or is some cyber avatar of yourself playing you from the inside, playing a VR game, to meet itself playing you. Wrap your mind around that thought and becoming that thought, while your thoughts will become you. All this talk about other me's inside of you is just the yearning of your soul to transform, and you have to let it. So, there's no need for separation, only for transformation. This track is dedicated to the late Stephen Hawking.